What your watch says about you, volume 1. With so many different models out there and clearly so many different budgets, the watch that you're wearing on your wrist, it's gonna say something about you. Rolex Datejust 41 millimeter. Now look guys, I'm not gonna get into whether it's a Jubilee band or an oyster band, fluted or non-fluted. What I will tell you is, if you have a Datejust 41, in my opinion, what it says is, you're starting off in the game. It's kind of a beginner watch. And it's gonna say that clearly you wanted to get into the Rolex brand and you wanted something that doesn't break the bank. Right now, with the way prices are going, it's still kind of expensive. But one of the most important things that it says about me is you wanted to go dressy. Because in reality, when people buy a Rolex, especially the first one, they go to that crossroads where they gotta decide, do I wanna go sporty or do I wanna go dressy? And for some people, the Datejust is that iconic watch that they've always liked. They always see it like it's a baby presidential or it's on the way to the Prezi look. Another major thing that this watch says about you is either one, it is the last watch that you'll ever own because it's your grail piece. Or number two, you have bought the gateway drug into the Rolex collecting rabbit hole. Rolex Batman Jubilee. And I'm gonna use the Jubilee on this one because the oyster one was out for a while. And you know, people had them before it was even something cool to collect these watches. They thought it wasn't a big deal. But the Jubilee, oh my God, bro. Everybody went crazy over this watch. It was like, oh my God, I want the Jubilee band. Look, if you have one of these watches, you clearly decided that you wanted something special. Lord knows you could have gotten a regular sub, but that wouldn't have made you happy. And the Pepsi was a little bit over the budget because, let's just face it, the Pepsi is that much more money. Now look guys, there's no doubt that perhaps maybe you like the color because it is a very nice watch. I love it. But what it says about you is that you got yourself a nice watch and it definitely will not be your last. Rolex Daytona white dial with the ceramic bezel, AKA the Panda. What this watch says about you is that you clearly jumped on the Panda Express. We're not talking about Chinese takeout. You went for the full big shit right here. I mean, if you have one of these Daytonas, there's no telling who the heck you had to be at an AD to get one at retail. And if you bought one in the gray market, you were clearly ready to blow a bag and buy the nicest stainless steel Daytona, possibly right now in my opinion. My style goes changing over the years, but you definitely went for the gold. Because right now, the way prices are going right now, you could have saved a little bit of money and bought the black dial. But look guys, I like them both. But the white dial is the one that says, I'm the badass here, I'm the captain here in stainless steel right now in Rolex. So when you're wearing that watch, you're almost like those guys in that funny meme up there and you're just so much more superior than everybody else below you. Patek 5164 travel time in stainless steel. What does this say? This says that you clearly have style and class. You want something that can command attention in the room, but not be seen at all when you want to be undercover. This watch says you have that stealth wealth, that yeah, you could have maybe bought a Sky Dweller all gold that you could see it from a mile away, but instead you wanted something that nobody even really knows. It doesn't say much unless you're talking to the right people. That's what that watch says. The watch says that one, you clearly have money, and two, you have class, and three, you want to fly below the radar. And you know, like I always say, whoever knows, knows. Richard Mille RM11 in titanium. What does this say? It says no given. It says I'm here to up and party at the same time. I mean, look, if you have a Richard Mille on, it's one of many things. You clearly have the money for it and you just don't care. And you clearly just want to abuse people in the watch game. You want to have the biggest and the baddest watch. Of course you can afford it, and of course you don't care spending this amount of money on a watch that's titanium, not even gold, and then you have all the peers around there saying, oh my God, it's not even gonna be worth anything in the future. It's not even a brand with real horological history. Who cares? If you have one, you clearly don't care. And if you've bought one recently, you're that much more crazy and demand that much more respect from everybody else. So keep in mind, if you're wearing a watch out there, it says a lot of different things about you, especially coming from a watch guy. If you watch this video, like and share it. Can I say that?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, it's like share shit.